Good morning, students. Today our topic is purification of organic compounds. So, in which some important models are there in competitive exam point of view. Let us see the question number one. The cane juice can be concentrated by the cane juice means sugar cane juice. How it is concentrated? Steam distillation or simple distillation, vacuum distillation, or fraction distillation. So, generally, the cane sugar or sugar cane juice is concentrated by the or purified by the vacuum distillation. Option is 3. The next one is the mixture of benzene and aniline can be separated by the simple distillation. Why means benzene and aniline both are having the different boiling point. Okay, so the boiling point different is very more is there. Okay, so the different boiling point, the mixture containing the different boiling point components. So their boiling point different is more than 40 degrees. It can be separated by the simple distillation. Option is 1. Once again, benzene and aniline. Aniline, benzene both have the different boiling point. Aniline boiling point is more than benzene. So, the different boiling point components are separated by the simple distillation. Next question number 3. The Lezine test heated with ferrous sulfate and acidified with sulfuric acid gives the intense blue color. Indicate the presence of the nitrogen. The blue color is due to the formation of iron 3 hexacyanoferrate 2 means option is 4. Let us see the equation. So I told already in classroom here 4 iron plus 3 ions react with sodium nitroprusside Na4 FeCN6 gives rise 12 Na plus Fe4 FeCN6 FeCN6 thrice. So this is ferrous 3 hexacyanoferrate 2. Okay, so this is the Prussian blue color. It is appeared as Prussian blue color compound. So this is the indicate the presence of nitrogen in the given organic compound. So this is option is 4. Then question number 4, adding the AgNO3 to the Lezine extract, the organic compound black precipitate was obtained. What is the chemical composition of black precipitate? For example, Na2S is there. Means the given organic compound containing the sulfur, that organic compound is heated with sodium component to form sodium sulfide. That sodium sulfide solution is react with AgNO3 to form Ag2S. Ag2S is a black color precipitate. Option is 2. Then question number 5. Dumas method is Dumas and Gildas method used to find out the nitrogen. Dumas is useful for the nitrogen, identify the nitrogen. Gildas method in which nitrogen is changed to the ammonium sulfate. Carris method is used to find out the sulfur, bromine, halogen, phosphorus compounds in which AgNO3 is used in Carris method. Chromatography, silica gel is used. So first one is D, second one is A, D, A, B, C. DACB. Option is 4. Question number 6. The mixture of benzene and chloroform can be separated by the benzene and chloroform. It can be separated by the distillation. The mixture of benzene and chloroform can be separated by the distillation. What are the following are purified by the vacuum distillation? So generally in vacuum distillation we are going to separate the sugarcane juice and also glycerol. Glycerol and sugarcane juice are purified by the vacuum distillation. So it is important to model this question. Okay, glycerol and sugarcane juice purified by the vacuum distillation. Option 3 and 4. Option is 1. Next, essential oils. This is also important question. Essential oils are purified by the essential oil from the flowers can be isolated by the steam distillations. All these are theory questions. Once you read the textbook you can understand it. Okay, steam distillation. Option is 2. Then next question number 9. In the Lassaigne test the sodium is present in the limited amount. Then sodium thiourea is converted into, for example, the given compound nitrogen, the given organic compound contain nitrogen, sulfur and carbon. So at the time we are adding the sodium metal to the organic compound in the Lassaigne test on heating. After heating the sodium compound with a given organic compound, that sodium is combined with organic compound contain nitrogen, sulfur and carbon to form sodium thiocyanate. Sodium thiourea. Sodium thiourea is converting into sodium thiocyanate NaCNS. So option is 3, NaCNS. It is converting into NaCNS. That sodium is combined with organic compound containing nitrogen, carbon, sulfur to form NaCNS. So option is 3. Next, in the Liebig's method of estimation of carbon and hydrogen, the combustion tube is packed with copper oxide pellets. So this is the tube, Liebig's method tube. So already in textbook they given this type of tube. So it is filled with copper oxide pellets. Option is 1. The formation of violet color with Na2FeCN5NOS is indicate the presence of sulfur. So this compound is indicate the presence of sulfur. Okay, Na2FeCN5NOS. The formation of violet color solution in the Lassaigne extract. The violet color solution is indicate the presence of the sulfur. Okay, so that is about the question number 11. The formation of red blood color of FeCl3 is indicate the red blood color of FeCl3 is indicate the presence of both nitrogen and sulfur. The given organic compound containing only nitrogen, sulfur. So that is reactive. That organic compound heated with sodium to form sodium thiocyanide. It is react with FeCl3 to form the red blood color. So that is indicate the presence of nitrogen and sulfur. Nitrogen and sulfur. Then question number 13. So in the Lassaigne test, which are the following pair of the compound is the blue colorization precipitate and white color precipitate respectively? Which one is the blue color precipitate and white color precipitate? So generally blue color precipitate is given by the cyanide. The given compound containing the carbon and nitrogen, that is converted into cyanide. That cyanide is react with sodium metal to form sodium cyanide. It is react with hexacyanoferrate, that is formed to ferrous 3 hexacyanoferrate 2, that is indicate the Prussian blue color. Okay, so this compound is give the Prussian blue color. Option is 1. Okay, white precipitate is respected. That means Prussian blue color, white precipitate. This is give the Prussian blue color. First one. Second one is the presence of the chlorine causes it gives the white color precipitate. So it is give the Prussian blue color. It is give the white color precipitate. Because chlorine gives the white color precipitate. Nitron is indicate the compound that is give the Prussian blue color. Option is 1. Then question number 14 means presence of nitron causes Prussian blue color. Presence of chlorine causes precipitate, white precipitate is formed. Okay. Then next one is question number 14. The given question number 14, the organic compound on heating with copper oxide produces CO2 but not water. Organic compound on heating with copper oxide but not organic compound on heating with copper oxide produce CO2 but not water. The organic compound movie. So it gives the only CO2 but not give the water. So but not give the water means the given organic compound must contain carbon only but not hydrogen is there. Hydrogen is not present in the which compound? Chloroform means CHCl3, pyrene means CCl4, methane means CH4, ethylene iodide means CHI3, ethyl iodide CH3I, C2H5IE. So this contain hydrogen H2O formed. This is also contain hydrogen H2O formed. This is also contain hydrogen. But pyrene CCl4 does not contain the hydrogen. So it does not give the water. Okay. So that's a pyrene means CCl4. That is a pyrene. Okay. So it does not give the O2. It does not give the H2O on heating. Only it gives the carbon dioxide. This carbon is removed in the form of CO2. Here hydrogen is not there, so H2O not formed. Option is 2. Then next one is the Prussian blue color obtained in the Leysin extract for nitrogen due to the formation of just now. What is the Prussian blue color? That Prussian blue color is indicate the Fe4, FeCN6, 3. Okay. So this is indicate the formation of Prussian blue color. The compound name is iron 3 hexacyanoferrate 2. Iron 3 hexacyanoferrate 2. So your option is iron 3 hexacyanoferrate. Option is iron 3 hexacyanoferrate. Option 2. Option 2. Then next question number next question. The Leysin extract is boiled with dilute HNO3 before using the halogen because so before using the test for halogen, for what purpose we are adding the dilute HNO3 in the Leysin extract. So in Leysin extract, before using the test with halogen, test for halogen, we are adding the dilute HNO3. For what purpose we are adding dilute HNO3? This dilute HNO3 is decompose the Na2SO and because of the given organic compound contains sulfur, it becomes to Na2SO. It contains any nitrogen, it becomes to NaCN. Okay. So before going to test with halogen, it is that mixture is react with HNO3. What purpose we are adding HNO3? This HNO3 react with Na2SO, it becomes to H2SO. It is also becomes to HCN. So otherwise what happen if HNO3 is not adding? Okay, then what happen? When we are adding the AgNO3, AgNO3 is directly react with Na2SO, it gives the black color precipitate. At the same time, the AgNO3 react with NaCN, it gives the white color precipitate. So whenever the black color precipitate, white color precipitate is formed with Na2S and AgCN, okay, so it does not give the halogen test. So that's why it is decomposed. Na2S and NaCN is decomposed by the HNO3. For that purpose we are adding the HNO3 in the resin extract. So then only then Na2S becomes to H2S, NaCN becomes to HCN. After that, for to these compounds we are adding the AgNO3. To this compound we are adding the AgNO3. Then only we will get the correct test for the halogen. So for what purpose we are adding dilute HNO3 means Na2S, NaCN are decomposed by the HNO3. That is also important question. Next, in Gildart's method, nitrogen present is estimated by the Gildart's method, nitrogen present in the compound that is estimated by the ammonium sulfate. So that nitrogen converting into ammonium. Next, nitrogen in the given organic compound can be estimated by the Gildart's, and nitrogen in the given organic compound estimated both Gildart's method, Dumas method. In sodium fission extract organic compound, the nitrogen of the organic compound is converting into, just now I told, sodium fission extract. Nitrogen present in the given organic compound is react with sodium to form sodium cyanide. Then next, in the estimation of the nitrogen in the Gildart's method, copper sulfate is acting as a catalyst. So in Gildart's method, copper sulfate we are using that copper sulfate is acting as a catalyst. The compound formed in the positive test for the nitrogen with lysine solution. The compound is positive test for nitrogen with lysine extract. Lysine extract solution of organic compound. Just now I told the organic compound containing nitrogen that is converting into NaCN. Okay, that NaCN is reacting with sodium hexacyanoferrate to form Prussian blue color. Prussian blue color formula Fe4 FeCN. The nitrogen present in the given organic compound becomes to blue color, that is indicate the Prussian blue color. So that formula is Prussian blue color formula Fe4 FeCN6. Option is 1. Its name is iron 3 hexacyanoferrate 2. Name also important. IUPAC name also important. Iron 3 hexacyanoferrate. Or formula this one. Option is 1. Beilstein test is used for the identification of halogens, thiourea and pyridine. All of halogens identified by the Beilstein, thiourea, pyridine. So test is given by the halogens, thiourea and pyridine. Option is all are correct. Just during the formation of sodium extract, generally the substance is ignited. It causes the substance is ignited during the sodium extract. Generally the substance is ignited. The time that hydrogen present in the organic compound is removed in the form of H2O. So option is H2O here. Hydrogen in the organic compound that is removed in the form of H2. What about the carbon? Carbon combined with sodium extract to form sodium cyanide. Sulfur present in the organic compound and sodium to form Na2S. This is NaCN. Okay. Then what about the hydrogen? Hydrogen is removed in the form of H2O. So it is not combined with sodium. That's why option is 4. Sodium extract generally hydrogen during the heating process. Hydrogen is removed in the form of H2O. Then next one is the question number 21. Let us see the problems. Very simple problems. Here. Question number 21. 29.5 milligram are equal to 0.0295 grams. That is weight of organic compound containing the nitrogen estimated under the Gildart's method. Evolved ammonia was observed 20 ml 0.1 mole HCl. The excess of acid is required 15 ml of 0.1 mole NaOH solution for complete neutralization. Percentage of the nitrogen in the compound. First they given mass of the organic compound that is converted into milligram to grams. 29.5 milligram. it becomes to 0.0295 grams. After the milli equivalents of HCl is equal to molarity into basicity. You see here I will do that problem. See here. Twenty-one question. Weight what they given 29.5 milligram is becomes to 0.0295 gram. Next, milli equivalents of HCl acid. Acid how much they given 20 ml 0.1 concentration. HCl 20 ml into 0.1 molarity into basicity. Basicity means how many replaceable H plus ions? 1. Then total its value is 2.0. Like that milli equivalents of base also NaOH. NaOH how many ml they given 15 ml they given. NaOH 15 ml into 0.1 molarity into acidity for ammonia 1. Acidity for ammonia 1. Why? Ammonia also one replaceable OH group is there. This is 1.5. Then next one is milli equivalents of HCl unused. Unused HCl. Unused means here HCl is 22. Here milli equivalents of NaOH 1.5. Then how much is remaining? 2 minus 1.5 is equal to 0.5. Then percentage of nitrogen is equal to 1.4 into N into V divided by weight of organic compound. That is formula. 1.4 into N means 0.1, V means 0. So this total N and V milli equivalents of unused HCl, this one. What is that? 0.5 divided by 0.0295 gram. Then we get the 23.7%. Okay. So this question we can do another way also. You see here another way what it means, same formula 1.4 into direct normality of acid we have to take. Normality of acid means how much they give 0.1 molarity, 0.1 molarity. Both are here acid is monobasic acid, 0.1 molarity into 1, then 0.1 normality. Into value means unreacted HCl. 20 minus 15 means 5. 0.1 into 5 means 0.5. Then weight of organic compound 0.0295. So this is 4. Then we get the 23.7%. So that is about the answer for question number 20. One is 23.7. Next question number. Then see the question number 29. In estimation of sulfur by the Carr's tube, 0.32 gram of organic compound give the Carr's tube they given sulfur formula, estimation formula 32 divided by 233 into weight of barium sulfate by organic compound weight into 100 formula. So in that formula we are substitute the 32. If you find out, if you know the formula, also very simple calculation. Okay, 32 divided by 233. 233 into weight of barium sulfate 0.466 divided by 0.32 weight of organic compound into 100. Then you calculate this value, percentage of sulfur, we got 20% means 19.95, that is equal to nearly 20%. So this is the answer for question number 22. Then next one is 23. The KRS method is not reliable for the estimation. KRS method is used to estimate the chlorine, bromine, sulfur and phosphorus, but not hydrogen. Hydrogen is not estimated by the KRS method. 24. Duma method for estimation of nitrogen, 0.3 gram of organic compound. Here you remember 0.3 weight of organic compound is 0.3 grams. Next 50 ml of nitrogen given volume V2 is equal to 50 ml. Next temperature is T2 is equal to 300 Kelvin. Next P2 pressure is 715 mm of pressure. Calculate the percentage of composition of nitrogen. But aqueous tension 15. Aqueous tension means the vapor pressure of water 15, total pressure 715. So the nitrogen pressure is 715 minus water vapor pressure is subtract. Then what is actual nitrogen vapor pressure? Nitrogen vapor pressure is 700. P2 is 700 atmosphere pressure, mm of Hg pressure. So this is you remember this one. I will do the calculation. 50 V1 temperature T1 T2. This is P2 700. Sure. The given condition, from the given condition and the STP condition. Okay. Sorry. STP condition, given conditions. STP first given condition, what we find out, VT value 50 ml, P2 value 700 ml, 700 atmosphere pressure. Next for this one, T2 value 300 Kelvin. STP V1 value we don't know, find out. P2 value STP pressure 760 mm of 760 mm of pressure. Next T2 means standard temperature 273 Kelvin. So in this formula P1 V1 by T1, P2 V2 by T2. First we find out the V1 value. V1 is equal to formula cross multiplication. What I told formula, P2 V2 into T1 divided by P1 T2. Therefore you substitute the P1 and that values. Then what is P2 value? 760 into V2 value. Sorry, this is P1 amma. P2 value this one 700, V2 value 50 into 50, T1 value 273 divided by P1 value 760, T2 values 300. Then we calculate this value, we will get answer 41.90 ml. So that is the V1 value. After find out the V1 value, that is volume of, what is that? Volume of nitrogen at STP condition. After this value substituting in this another one equation. So what we get, V1 is volume of nitrogen at STP 41.9 ml or 90 ml. Then next one is the percentage of nitrogen by the Dumas method is 28 divided by 2 to 4,000, 400 into weight of nitrogen at STP, volume of nitrogen at STP, volume of nitrogen at STP divided by weight of organic compound into 100. Therefore, percentage of nitrogen is 28 divided by 22,400 into 41.9, that is weight of nitrogen at STP divided by weight of volume of nitrogen at STP. Weight of organic compound already we know 0.3 into 100. Then what is the percentage of nitrogen? 17.4 percentage will come. 17.4 percentage, that is the answer. So answer is 17.414% will come. Then next 25 question, 0.5164 and silver bromide, organic compound weight 5124, percentage of bromine. Bromine percentage formula 80 divided by 188 into weight of silver bromide AgBr divided by weight of organic compound into 100 formula. So based on that formula, the bromine percentage is equal to 80 divided by 188 into weight of AgBr 0.5264 divided by organic compound weight 0.5124 into 100. Then we calculate the answer 43.6%, that is the bromine. Understood what I say? You see here once again, this is 100 amma, a place is not zero. Okay, bromine percentage here formula is 80 divided by 188 into weight of AgBr silver bromide into weight of divided by weight of organic compound into 100. Then 80 divided by 188, weight of AgBr 5264 point, organic compound weight 0.5124 into 100. Then we calculate its value 43.6% will come. Option is 2. Then next, Gildas method can be used for estimation of nitrogen by the ethylamine. Why? Pyridine, azobenzene, nitrobenzene. In these three compound, nitrogen cannot be converted into ammonium sulfate. Nitrogen cannot convert into ammonium sulfate. So here ethylamine, here nitrogen only convert, nitrogen change it to ammonium sulfate, but these three compound is not give the ammonium sulfate, means not converted to ammonium sulfate. Only ethylamine nitrogen only converted into ammonium sulfate. That's why it is only give the Gildas method. It is only used for estimation of nitrogen by the Gildas method. Remaining three compounds nitrogen cannot be estimated by the Gildas method, because of in this compound nitrogen cannot be converted into ammonium sulfate. Okay, next 27, in Gildas method, ammonia from 5 grams food neutralize 30 ml 0.1 normal. Here they give normality formula, I told already. What is the percentage of nitrogen formula in Gildas method? 1.4 into normality into volume divided by weight of organic compound. Okay, then 1.4 into normality 0.1, volume 30 ml divided by 5 grams. Here 27th question, nitrogen percentage 1.4 into normality into volume divided by weight of organic compound in organic compound. Aste. Therefore nitrogen percentage is equal to 1.4 into what is the normality? 0.1 normality into volume 30 ml divided by weight of organic compound 5 grams. So then how much we calculate? Its value 0.84% will come. 0.84. So that is the answer for this question. 0.84. Answer A. 1. Next 28 question. See here 28th question. 0.24 gram volatile liquid on vaporize 45 ml of vapor at NTP. What will be the vapor density of the substance? Here hydrogen density they given, but it is actual density. This is wrong, amma. 0.00089 gram per ml. So this is liter ga. We have to convert it into milliliter, gram per ml, not liter. This is liter 0.089. Later converting into milliliter, this one will come 0.0004089. So that is the hydrogen. Then see the calculations. See the question number 28. First we have to know the formula, vapor density formula. Vapor density is equal to weight of 45 ml of vapor at NTP divided by weight of 45 ml of hydrogen at NTP. Therefore vapor density is equal, this is formula. So weight of 45 0.24, but hydrogen weight we don't know. Okay, so hydrogen weight we don't know, that's why 45 ml into density we have to take. You see here its value weight is 0.24 divided by weight of 45 ml means 45 ml into its density 0.000089. Then we calculate its value 59.92 will come. That is vapor density. Answer is 59.92. 59.92 or 93. This is the vapor density of the substance. Then 29 0.759 silver salt of monobasic acid, organic acid on ignited, it left 0.463 gram metallic silver, equivalent weight of acid. So one see the this one formula also. Equivalent weight of Ag silver salt is equal to equivalent weight of silver metal. Formula equivalent weight of silver salt they give 0.759 divided by E is equal to 0.463 divided by 108. See here, question what they given here. Silver equivalent weight 0.759 or acid monobasic acid monobasic salts of monobasic acid on ignited left 0.463 silver metal 0.463 equivalent weight. Okay, 463 by silver atomic weight 108. Then we have to find out the E value. Then what is E value? 0.759 into 108 divided by 0.463. Then we get the answer of 177 grams. Equivalent weight 177. But what is equivalent weight of acid? The equivalent weight of acid is equal to 177 divided by metal 108 silver metal. From this silver salt we have to find out the acid equivalent weight. 177 equivalent weight of what is that? Sorry, weight of silver salt. Weight of silver salt, what is that? 177. From this one only acid you take. Acid means salt minus metal weight, silver weight, then 69 you will get. Plus it is monobasic acid means it contains one hydrogen plus 1. Total 70 is the equivalent weight of what is that? Equivalent weight of acid. So option is 70. So this is 70. Next 0.32 gram of organic compound carries method, same formula, sulfur ki 32 divided by 233 into weight of barium sulfate 0.233 divided by weight of organic compound 0.32 into 100 formula. So this is 100 times cancel, this is 1000 times cancelled, then here 100, here 0, 3 zeros, here 3 zeros cancel, remaining sulfur percentage is 10. So option is 1. So you have to remember formula, 32 divided by 233 into weight of barium sulfate is 0.233, weight of organic compound 0.32 into 100, that is formula. Okay, so this is about the question number 30. The next one is 32. Molecular weight of organic compound can be determined by the Victor-Meyer method. Important question. Victor-Meyer method. Next 32. The Beilstein test is used for fluorine, not used for fluorine. Why? Because of fluorine is most electronegative. Copper cupric fluoride is not volatile compound. Fluorine is high bond dissociation. Fluorine is most reactive. So in Beilstein method we are using the copper. That copper is combined with fluoride, it is not volatile. So that's why cupric fluoride is not volatile compound. That's why it is not used for estimation of fluorine. Okay, cupric fluoride is not undergoes volatile, so it is not a volatile compound. Remaining cupric chloride, bromide, they are volatile. By using that volatile compound vapor pressure, we have to find out the Beilstein. Halogen and means chlorine, bromine, iodine, they are tested, identified by the Beilstein. But fluoride is not a volatile compound. It is not tested by, it is not estimated by the Beilstein method. This formula here, organic compound heating to form O2, O2 combined with oxygen to form CO, CO combined with iodine pentoxide to form iodine and carbon dioxide. By using this formula, we can find out the organic compound, oxygen present in the organic compound. How much of percentage of oxygen present in the organic compound is found out by this one method. Option is 2. Then next one is 30. The next one is the diazo compounds sometimes do not respond with a Lenzing test for nitrogen because they very little carbon, quite stable, do not decompose element, organometal compound. During heating, nitrogen gas is evolved. So the diazo compound sometimes do not respond with Lenzing extract for nitrogen because they contain little carbon, quite stable compound, do not decompose to elemental nitrogen. They form organometallic compound with sodium. And during heating, nitrogen gas is evolved. Whenever the nitrogen gas evolved, then cyanide is not formed, sodium cyanide. So sodium cyanide is not formed means it does not give the, does not respond with resin extract. Then question number last one, compound is heated with Na2O is boiled with HNO3. Ammonium molybdate give yellow precipitate. So ammonium molybdate means that is indicate the estimation of phosphorus in the Carris method. Option is 3. So this is about the today our concept. That's all.